Hi, my name is Samantha Haas, and this is my entry for the Science Ambassador Scholarship on cyanide and why it is such an effective poison. First off, the science before cyanide is introduced is cellular respiration, which is how humans turn the energy in carbon-based molecules, normally glucose, into ATP, the main type of fuel used by cells. This process uses oxygen and happens in four main steps: glycolysis, pyruvate conversion, the Krebs cycle, and the electron transport chain. The Krebs cycle produces electron carriers NADH and FADH2 that carry electrons directly to the electron transport chain, and as they deliver electrons, they create a concentration gradient, and oxygen serves as the final electron acceptor at the protein complex 4. Then the ATP synthase is triggered, producing most of the ATP all cells rely on. Next, cyanide is introduced, and cyanide targets the protein complex 4 in the electron transport chain where oxygen is located. This acts as a competitive inhibitor so that electrons can no longer be transferred to oxygen, and the electron transport chain stops functioning altogether. As a result, the mitochondria can no longer produce ATP through aerobic respiration and can no longer use oxygen the way it's supposed to. At lower concentrations of cyanide, this just causes apoptosis or controlled cell death, which is extremely damaging. But at higher concentrations, the damage is much more severe and leads to necrosis, uncontrolled cell death that causes inflammation and other side effects. By inhibiting oxygen use and stopping ATP production, cyanide causes rapid and widespread cellular failure. This is a diagram that showcases the difference between apoptosis and necrosis, and it really highlights just how much more damaging necrosis is, as apoptosis is much more controlled, while necrosis is basically a rupturing of the cell membrane, exploding all of the organelles inside of it. Next, the widespread effects. As cyanide diffuses from the lungs or the stomach, depending on whether it was ingested or inhaled, cyanide binds to red blood cells in the bloodstream to spread throughout the body. Cyanide mainly affects the central nervous system, respiratory system, and cardiovascular system, as they use oxygen the most to produce energy. This means symptoms like headaches, rapid breathing, and fast heart rate happen first, but as cyanide continues to spread, seizures, respiratory failure, and cardiac arrest begin. And as the damage progresses and cyanide spreads, the body can no longer sustain normal function, resulting in death. This process can take as little as a few minutes because of how quickly cyanide can spread in the bloodstream, showcasing how effective cyanide is as a poison. These are my citations. Thank you for watching.